Now this is your Kelvin bridge, but before going into the details of your bridge, I am actually checking your batteries, right? So adjust accordingly अपने multimeter को and check कि whether your batteries are fine or not. 1.5 1.5 की there are three batteries here. So let me check the first one. Yes, it's 1.3 roughly, right? Fine. Closer to 1.5. This is also 1.4 and the last one is 1.48, right? So three of them are fine. Let me check the final one जो आपकी एक और बैटरी इसमें लगती है 3 1.5 and one is of 9 volts. So that's a better practice whenever you are using an electrical equipment. Go for checking the batteries connected, right? If any of the battery is not working, it's a kind of a troubleshooting method, right? Go for checking the batteries, then go for your actual experiment. So this is also 9 volts. Fine, हमारी batteries ठीक है. Now I'm moving toward my experiment. Okay, as it was mentioned in theory कि आपका जो Kelvin bridge है it's used for finding the resistance of lower values, right? If you're working in ohms, 100 ohms, 200 ohms, if you're working in kilo ohms, you are working in um, you know 10 kilo ohms, वहाँ तक आपका Wheatstone bridge is a better option. But when you move towards smaller resistances, जो आपकी 1 ohm, 2 ohms, 3 ohms, lesser than that, 0.1 ohms, 0.2 ohms, वहाँ पे you have to go for your Kelvin bridge, right? So let me turn on my bridge. You can see the deflection in the galvanometer. There are 3 knobs. ये आपकी 3 knobs हैं जिससे आप adjust करेंगे. Now this is your P2 knob, this is your P3 knobs, and दोनों का resistance add होगा. And this is your P1 which is actually multiplication factor जो आपके साथ यहाँ पे mention भी है, right? So you will add these two and multiply the answer with your multiplication arm, right? यहाँ पे चारों के साथ आपका resistance attach होगा. Presently I am using two resistances of roughly 2.7 ohms, right? ये दोनों मिलाकर attach हुए हैं. Let me check the resistance also so you can get a clear picture okay, where we are leading, right? So it's a 5 ohms, right? 5 ohms resistance है आपका. So let me connect it back and let me balance the bridge because again it's a sensitivity balancing bridge. तो आपका galvanometer deflection should be 0 for balancing situation, right? So I'm connecting my first terminal, then the second one, and here is your third terminal, right? सारे terminals connect हो चुके हैं. Your galvanometer is now ready and plus you can see the deflection, right? क्योंकि जिस तरह आपके Wheatstone bridge में था, these are kind of you can say switches, right? When you press the switches आपका circuit complete होता है unless and until your circuit is open. So I'm pressing the switches and I'm observing the deflection toward negative side, right? So I have to adjust it and find the point जहाँ पे ये between positive and negative flip करेगा, right? So these are the two knobs जिसमें it's actually flipping between your positive and negative. So resistance will be in either one of it, right? So let me try to change the next knob if it's working. Okay, now it's completely balanced, right? ये आपका ब्रिज बैलेंस हो चुका है. And now all I'm going to know is कि आपकी readings क्या हैं. So if you can see there is a minor red arrow right here जो आपको बता रहा है up to here is 0.001, 0.002, then 0.0025, right? ये आपकी नॉब जो है, but it's greater than 0.0025. So you can say 0.20026, 7, 8, 9. Okay, it's 0.0025, 0.0026, 7 and 7.5. So it's 0.00275, right? And you add it with your this knob, which is actually 0. ठीक है. So this plus this into the multiplication factor, which is 1. So your resistance value would be according to this adjustment scales, right? Its value is 0.0027, right? 5, 6 and 7, 0.0027 आपकी value आई है. Now there can be errors, right? Because let's try a wire, because wire की resistance आप बिल्कुल भी find नहीं कर सकते with the help of any bridge. So let's try one, because for this specified resistance आपकी value is lesser than the expected. Anyhow, let me try any wire. Right, so I've connected it. Fine, again I will try to balance my wire. Right, now this time see what's the reading is. आप change कर सकते हैं resistances. Find out the point जहाँ पे it actually flip towards to your two maximums. Again these are these two multipliers, right? So any one would be the one जो आपको adjust करके देगा. Let's try the okay, here's the point somehow lying in between these 2 points. Okay, either this knob or that knob, it's flipping between these two. So let me try to find out the exact knob and exact value. Okay, this is again 0 on this specified value. Okay, it's 0.001 से भी कम है. ठीक है, so it's 0.0001, right? ये जो आपका ये knob है, if you can see it. So 0.0001, when you add it with your this value, it's 0.02. So 0.02 multiply by your multiplication factor, which is 0.1. so that would be your resistance, right? So it's again 0.002, ये आपकी resistance value है of this wire. So this is how you actually apply Kelvin bridge. Again you can see कि इसी एक wire को, if I take one of it and I connect it across my you know resistance finding terminals, you won't be able to find any resistance of this lead, because even जो आपकी ये दोनों leads हैं जो मल्टीमीटर की हैं, if you short them, the minimum possible जो आपकी resistance बनती है, that's 0.6, right, or 0.5. ये it's the resistance of these wires themselves, right? तो if you connect a wire in between, it's very difficult. या तो आपको 0.4 ही शो करेगा या ये resistance इसको pick नहीं कर सकता. I've connected it but there is no value shown on the multimeter. So that is why we go and switch from multimeter or a Wheatstone bridge towards an alternate option, which is Kelvin bridge, to find the resistances of minor values, right? So this is how you will be calculating the values. इसके लिए take your roughly estimated value 0.4 and you can observe the difference accordingly. अगर आप एक और resistance लेते हैं of higher values, if you want to perform it in lab, you are more than welcome. You can perform this way. So this is all.